Hello everyone, I'm Samreen Sultan and I'm back with yet another lesson on synonyms and antonyms. This is our lesson number 8 and this is for the date of 3rd November 2017. So this is a slide where I'll just give you my brief introduction. I'm an architect by profession and I'm currently pursuing Masters in Architecture from Jamia University. I specialize in urban regeneration. I'm a reading enthusiast. I have a penchant for vocabulary. Then I really like editing and writing narratives, participating in debates, seminars, etc. Okay, guys, rate me and review these lessons also. Also, give me 5 stars if you like this lesson. And if you do not like them, please suggest what exactly you want and how exactly you want these videos to go ahead in the near future. And I promise I'll get back, I'll read all of your suggestions and I'll make sure that I put them into use. Also, if you have any questions, any queries, please put them in the comment section below and do not forget to share the video, recommend the videos for the benefit of others. So please remember that. And also you can follow me at this link which is given below. So very quickly we'll begin with today's lesson. This is the slide where I've put in all the words, the pair of words that we are going to discuss today. That is independent, dependent, below, above, bright, dull, individual, group. So the first pair of word is independent, dependent. What exactly do you mean by the word independent? Like, it's a common word and we come across people saying that she's an independent girl, she's an independent woman. This person has done everything and managed everything independently. मतलब अपने आप अपने बलबूते किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड ना किए जब हम कोई चीज़ खुद से मैनेज कर लेते हैं और हम कहते हैं ना अपने पैरों पे खड़े हो जाओ तो तब तुम्हें दुनिया का पता चलेगा. You often come across your parents coming and saying to you that you're not independent enough, you're dependent on us right now, so you don't really have a say in whatever is going on in the house. So it's basically, an independent person is the one who's actually free from any sort of an outside control. He's not subject to any other person's authority. This graphic you can see this girl is quite independent. Like the posture she has, the way she's sitting, the kind of confidence she's portraying shows that how independent she is, how liberal she is, how individualistic she is. And on the other hand, you can see in this graphic that this person is actually crying. He's put his head on the other person's shoulder and he's quite dependent on this other fellow. So you can also read this, I need you. And when do you exactly need somebody else? When you're actually, subject to that person's authority, when you need that person's support, you're not self-supporting, you're not self-standing. In that case, you obviously need other person's help, maybe for your livelihood or maybe for your subsistence, which exactly is not a very good thing. Like, you should always try come over that. खैर, तो यहाँ पे जब आप देख रहे हैं इस ग्राफिक में, तो इसमें आपको समझ में आएगा कि what exactly dependency mean. So the word independent means free from outside control, not subject to another's authority. And the synonyms for the word independent are individualistic, unconventional, liberated, bold, free-spirited, unconstrained, unrestrained, unfettered, untrammeled, unhampered. So all these words can replace the word independent in a sentence. I request you all to please try doing this exercise. Form a sentence and try replacing the word independent with all these given synonyms and see whether they fit into that sentence or not. Dependent, on the other hand, basically means contingent on or determined by. When somebody is, not really self-sustaining in nature or self-sufficient in nature. And the synonyms for the word dependent are conditional on, contingent on, based on, depending on, resting on, hanging on, hinging on. So these are all the words that, can replace the word dependent in a sentence. Try doing this exercise. It'll make things clearer to you. So basically, anybody who's requiring someone or something for financial or any other kind of a support, for example, you say an economy heavily dependent on oil exports, or maybe you can say Meghalaya's economy is heavily dependent on coal mining. So that's the basic driving force, that's the major factor which drives the economy of Meghalaya, and it'll be unable to do without it. Like for example, you come across doctors saying people dependent on drugs. So people get so much addicted to drugs nowadays that they are like overtly reliant on them. They cannot have a normal system of living without these drugs. So that's how you use the word dependent. Fixated on, over reliant, addicted to. These are all words which in a different connotation can replace the word dependent in a sentence. Okay, on the other another pair of words are below, above. Below का मतलब होता है नीचे वाला जो portion होता है कि नीचे की तरफ. You can see in the graphic that the below portion of the flower is basically the stem, which is green in color, and above is basically the when you place something at a higher level and you see through that. For example, this is a satellite image of probably some region, some country. You can see the kind of tissue it has, like it has a lot of built over here, it has a lot of green, and this spine road is crossing the green, and it's basically intersecting the built and the green portion. And this is a satellite image which has probably been clicked from a helicopter or something, so it has been clicked from above. Okay, below means in or to a lower place. तो कोई भी चीज़ जब नीचे की तरफ के पोर्शन की हम बात करते हैं तो उसको हम बोलते हैं below. And you can make sentences out of it. For example, just below the pocket was a stain. Okay, the aristocracy rank below the monarchy. Okay, pupils of below average ability, the tunnel below the crags. So all these are sentences which can be made out of the word below, and the synonyms of the word below are beneath, under, underneath. And at the same time, below can be used as someone who's lower in grade or rank. And then what would be the synonyms of the word below? It would be inferior to, subordinate to, secondary to, subservient to. Okay, and of course, when you use it as a verb, like when you use it as a position, then you obviously use the word beneath, under, underneath in place of the word below. Okay, the other word is above, which means to or in a higher place, and the synonyms of the word above are aloft, over, overhead. Like for example, you come across people saying that overhead tank is leaking, so please do something about it. So that tank which is placed above the terrace, above the floor of the terrace, that is leaking. Okay, or maybe you can form other sentences such as a display of fireworks above the town, or from his flat above the corner shop. Though anything which is higher in level or layer, so that is basically above. The other pair of words for today are bright, dull. Bright का मतलब होता है जो चमकता है, जिसमें एक shine होती है, एक sheen होती है. For example, you can see that this lamp is so bright in nature. Dull on the other hand basically means इसमें अंधेरा होता है, dullness होता है, dingy हो जाती हैं चीज़ें, उसमें color नहीं होता है, shine नहीं होती है, sheen नहीं होता है. You can see the dull atmosphere of this forest because maybe it's dawn or dusk. So at that time things are quite dull. The word bright basically means giving off or reflecting much light. So anything which reflects a lot of light, anything which shines is bright. Like you say bright jewelry, bright colors, you say the sun was dazzlingly bright. So all these are sentences, and you can try making more sentences out of it. Like the rooms are bright and spacious, the long bright days of June, the bright green leaves. Okay, and the synonyms of the word bright are shining, light, brilliant, vivid, blazing, beaming, brilliant, dazzling. So I've just placed 3 synonyms here. The other ones that I'm reading to you is for you to remember. Write them down in your notes or notepad or whatever. And everything I believe should not be written and given to you, because then you tend to take it for granted. So the ones that I'm reading out to you is also quite important, and I want you to memorize it, use and do a little bit of brainstorming once I'm through with the videos. Try making sentences out of them. Okay, dull on the other hand basically means lacking sharpness of edge or point, and the synonyms of the word dull are blunt, obtuse, faded. Okay, so these are the words which are put over here. And the other synonyms can be uneventful, lifeless, soulless, insipid, uninspiring, monotonous, colorless, featureless. So you can make sentences out of the word dull. Like, your diet doesn't have to be dull and boring. His face glowed in the dull lamplight. Or, a person at times feels unspirited. He feels dispirited, and he feels really bored out of the kind of monotonous things which is going on in his life. So you say, she said she would not be dull and lonely. Okay, so it can be used with different connotations altogether. The next pair of words for today's lesson, and which is the last pair, is individual, group. Individual का मतलब होता है एक अकेला, एक एंटिटी जब होती है तब, और ग्रुप का मतलब होता है कि जब हम लोग गुच्छे में आते हैं ना, साथ में आते हैं, जैसे कहते हैं ना, ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स कमिंग एंड चेयरिंग द प्लेयर्स. ओके, सो ग्रुप का मतलब होता है एक से ज़्यादा, लाइक बेसिकली द प्लूरल ऑफ द वर्ड इंडिविजुअल. तो यहाँ पे देयर इज एन इंडिविजुअल फ्लावर, बट हियर यू हैव अ ग्रुप ऑफ फ्लावर्स. Okay, so individual basically means lasting, existing, serving, or effective for a time only. Or the synonyms of the word individual are lone, original, personal. So anything which is one in number, anything which is lone. Whereas group, on the other hand, basically means any collection or assemblage of persons or things. And the synonyms of the word group are group, cluster, association, class, grouping, batch, bracket. For example, a group of boys approached. Okay, 3 chairs were grouped around a table. So these are sentences. You can always try making more sentences out of these words. And let me know if you need any help in making sentences or replacing these synonyms with the original words in the sentences. I'll come tomorrow with another lesson on synonyms and antonyms. Till then, please go through all the videos and share them for the benefit of others. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.